Alright there people, this is Brad the Lad back again with another video, and today I just want to reflect on the on Manchester United's defeat to Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. And it's not just that game I want to speak about. I was quite upset with the VAR decision, with the handball. Apparently it's the right decision. I think the rule is a joke. It's I still don't really understand it, to be honest. I remember that Callum Wilson one last season. That was harsh. But I do think he controls it with his arm. Anyway, fair play to Middlesbrough. Well done to you. You took your chances from the penalty spot. We should have taken our chances. You know, it wasn't just down to that handball that we didn't win the game. So anyway, going on to the club. So apparently, there was no food or beverages available because the electricity wasn't working. How bad is that for a club of an elite size? We just become more and more of a joke. It's like the Glazers will be out in America doing whatever and, you know, watching NFL or whatever, and there's our stadium is suffering really bad. Our fans are suffering. Our team isn't playing well. You know, we're not winning trophies. We're not looking competitive. We might have the players. We might have a decent manager. I mean, look, the Ralph Rangnick thing, right? I honestly think the board are telling him to say whatever about the Martial thing, about the Jesse Lingard thing. I think the board have fallen out with the players, and there's some breakdown in communication, and they're saying, just tell him that he asked you, you know, cover up for us. You know, they did this with Ollie, you know, they made him look like a puppet, and they're doing the same with Ralph. I thought Ralph would be ruthless. I thought it would be a bit like Mourinho. I like that he's calm. I like that he's quite chilled, you know, because he has built clubs before. He has made success before, you know, but I just think the team, you know, he has inherited. I think it's the second time he's lost. I know he didn't technically lose in the 90 minutes. We lost via penalty shootout. The game last night, on Friday night, wasn't his fault. I thought he picked a very good team, a strong enough team. Well, more than strong enough, you know. It wasn't the team I expected. Not gonna lie to you. And there's a chance we could miss out on top four. We could. And I've said it before, and people will come back to me and say, you know, I made a point when Newcastle was taken over. Says, do you think it's possible that Manchester United could become irrelevant in the Premier League in the next few years? Because obviously Newcastle are going to be competing for trophies and going to be competing for top four, top six, whatever. Leicester, I know they're having a bit of a crap season this time round, but they'll bounce back. Aston Villa under Steven Gerrard, he means business. West Ham, what they're doing. Arsenal, even they seem to have a plan going at the moment. They're still owned by Stan Kroenke, but there does seem to be... I know they didn't have a great transfer window, but there still seems to be something going on there. But for United, we're being left to rot by these owners. They bought us for money. They bought us, you know, they keep taking money out of the club and putting it into the businesses elsewhere, which is not right. You should be focusing on, like, Joel Glazer was forced to sign a paper, to sack Ollie. That was it, because he had no plan to do it. He probably didn't even know what the results were, and it is pretty shocking. It's pretty horrible for us as fans, because we're the ones that have to suffer. There are clubs out there that are struggling, financially. You look at your Derby County, your Oldham Athletic. I do sympathise with those clubs. I really do. But I just think to myself, I think that the club is in complete disarray. We're really struggling, and they obviously don't care about us. And I wish somebody would come and save us and treat the club properly, treat the fans properly, communicate with us. Because, like I said before, the Ronaldo, the Varane, signing Ronaldo, Varane, Sancho. I know he was being linked with Sancho for a while. Like the Ronaldo thing, that was basically business. There was no plan what we were going to do. The club, you could tell it was the board that signed Cristiano Ronaldo to stop him going to Manchester City. It would have been ludicrous for Ronaldo to make that decision if he did go to City and we were in for him. For me, it's massively concerning that with the fact that we're struggling, and the Glazers can't really see that. Can't bloody stand them. There's a chance I could be going to there's quite a good chance I could be going to the Tottenham game at Old Trafford. It's like a birthday treat, really. I know it's next month. My birthday is this month. However, that's the game I chose to go to because it's a decent game. We've got the closest game to my birthday is Leeds away. I'm not going to Ellen Road. Never. I am not in a million years am I walking in that ground. I wouldn't get out alive. Trust me, I would not get out alive. Yeah, the Spurs game, I think it is a game I got irritated a little bit by a couple of Tottenham players, Eric Lamela and Heung-min Son. Obviously, Lamela got Martial sent off, which was ridiculous. I thought they were harshly treated. Son diving to the floor because he got poked in the eye. Unintentionally, I don't even know if he touched his eye. And, that was just shocking. I know we won that game with at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And, it's against Antonio Conte, who Manchester United wanted to appoint as the new manager. I do think in recent years we have had some unjust decisions against us when we play Spurs. Sometimes that hasn't affected the result, obviously it's down to performance as well, but I've got to say that's my perspective on it. But United fans, we deserve a lot better. We do. I mean, there'll be Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Leeds, all coming for us saying, no, you don't. This is exactly what you deserve. I think I'm a humble fan. I'm a humble fan. I might not have come across that when we were watching the game the other night when we scored. I was like, shh, shh. I was celebrating a goal against Middlesbrough. Yeah, I celebrate all United goals. Why not? You know, but yeah, if I was a bit of a knob that day, I do apologise in that stream. As far as I'm aware, I don't think I was, but if I did come across that way, apologies, deepest apologies. Hold my hands up. But yeah, we've got Burnley coming up on Tuesday evening. It's a tricky game. We do though have a tremendous record at Turf Moor. Our defensive record is incredible at Turf Moor. We've only conceded 1 goal at Burnley in Premier League history. That was in 2009 when Robbie Blake scored that goal. Burnley will be hoping to break that record, of course. They've got Weghorst. They are struggling to score goals. We struggle to score more than 1 goal. I think we'll win. I think we'll win on Tuesday night. Really, I'm hoping that we do. I think Raphael Varane might score. And I think we might break the set piece curse that we've got, because we can't score from a bloody set piece. I don't understand, But I think we could break that duck this week. No, not this weekend. On Tuesday, and then we've got Southampton at home. It's a winnable game, but it's a tricky game. They're very similar to Burnley. I'm not saying they play, long ball football, and I don't mean to disrespect Burnley. I think, every team has a playing style. If it works, it works. Southampton are a team that really like to press hard, and they make it incredibly difficult. I know we beat them 9-0 at home last season. I think if they didn't have an early red card, it would have been a very, very different game. I think, maybe we would have come away with a win, but I do think we would have. I don't think we would have won 9-0. And they drew 1-1 with us earlier on in the season. And I think that they are a tricky team, but I've got to say we've got winnable games to break into that top 4. And performance-wise, I think, I have complained a lot in the past recently, saying like we're playing absolutely dreadful, but we're winning games. But I want us to see play better. I think I'd rather play shite and win, and come away with a result, and rather than play really well, create loads of chances, play decent football, and lose like we did to Middlesbrough. That's my take on it. But hoping for a good result against Burnley on Tuesday. I think we will get the win. Fingers crossed that we do. I just think we're probably going to be in this position next season. We're probably going to be in it the season after, and the season after that, and it will keep carrying on until we get until the Glazers decide to sell the club, and we get new owners. Basically, that's it. New owners who will fund, and they'll actually give a fuck about us and the stadium, because the stadium is rotting. It's like a shed that you've kept the same. What do you do with you know, say you bought a car, right, and it's, I don't know, over 16 years old, let's say. It's not working anymore. It's rotting, it's rusting. Do you keep driving it? No, you don't. You send it to the scrapyard and you get a new one. That's what you do. You know, say if you had a shed, you know, you've had it for years. You know, sometimes you need to change things, and unfortunately, the club aren't interested. You know, it's been a horrible week for the club overall. It's a week ago since the Greenwood allegations came out. This week has flown by. It's been so quick, and I just think we need something positive to reflect upon in this new and upcoming week. I can't stand our owners. I really can't. Really hoping that we can recover from this, and also I want to pay tribute to the Munich air disaster day today. It's it is that anniversary of that tragic incident where so many people died who were playing for Manchester United in 1958. So remember, they'll never be forgotten, and respect to them and their families. So we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. That's my take on the whole club. We are a absolute mess. We're in a really bad position. We're rotting. We're signing all these expensive players. They've got tricky egos. So much confusion. So much controversy. We don't really know what's going on. Stay in touch, guys. We are going to do a stream for the Nottingham Forest against Leicester game, which is coming up in an hour and a half or so. And I'll stay tuned, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.